to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A former star in nearby Georgia, this is Sony Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground is Michel, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Throwing on 3rd down. Airing it out. Look, he's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
New England.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a game. Of 35. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Complete.
Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Falcons nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing is Stafford. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Marquise Goodwin.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
On 1st down, Stafford here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jordan Phillips just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Minshew. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. His throw caught at about the 5. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Down. 60 out more.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so maybe just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots 10, Falcons nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 15 now. Minshew. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
1st down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
17-yard line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Check. Rerun. Check.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, it's Gurley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
40 on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
It's now 3rd down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
When they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Looking to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check back 33. Check back 33.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Roy. Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. Ain't no such thing as a left. We take a win.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Third down.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready? Hey, nice 7. Check 45. Good. You draw Hawkins.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Falcons nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
There we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another carry now for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And it's 17-7.
Kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 17, Falcons 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New England.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Down. 70, Indy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch. Switch. Tight up. 53. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So they will go for it. Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jordan Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third and long, it's Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 25.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 7.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
At the Patriots 8-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Devin McCourty brings them down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Again, they run with Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Deep ball for Goodwin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Goodwin.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They snap it to Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
It's a gain of 8.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Minshew. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jordan Brooks. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Minshew throwing on third down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Matthew McCrane.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now it's Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch it up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Patriots, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.